Now downloading the absolutely completely random podcast. In 5, 4, 3, 2, what? Virus detected. Virus detected. Your system has been rebooted. Please enjoy the absolutely completely random podcast while we try to fix what we've screwed up. We apologize for any inconvenience. Hello, Internet! My name's Andrew Rhodes, and welcome to the absolutely completely random podcast for Saturday, February 16th, 2019. Yes, we all survived another Valentine's Day. Holy crap, it's a miracle! For those of you that have a significant other, a partner, someone that you love, that you spent the day with, congratulations! As for me, I like my tree. Did I ever tell you about my tree? I really like my tree. That's an old joke, but it's a good one. So what do I have to talk about this week on the podcast? Well, believe it or not, I got a lot of stuff. Pokemon Go apparently has a lawsuit settlement that might lead to some Pokestops and gyms getting removed. Ooh, that's going to hurt my one friend that loves playing this game. And speaking of Pokemon, man, you just gotta love the fact that Pokemon's just everywhere now. You gotta clean them all because Pokemon's coming out with a Pikachu Roomba. Okay, that I might actually be on board with. Rooster Teeth and Polygon Pictures are going to be producing the War for Cybertron animated series for Netflix. Oh, goody! Netflix again. Puzzles and Dragons is going to be getting a Street Fighter V Arcade Edition collaboration, and man, am I actually a little psyched for that. More so than I should be. And the 2009 anime, which I never heard of, called Kampfer, Campfer, and I think it's a long A, so Kampfer, is getting an English dub for the first time. This is interesting for a magnitude of reasons, and I'll get into that when I get into that topic. And I'm also going to be discussing a wonderful thing that happened to me this week called I Went to the Movies! Holy crap, that's going to be fun. But all that and more this week on the absolutely, completely random podcast. But if you're new to the podcast and you're new to this channel, first off, check out my official trailer that I just put up this week for the YouTube channel. I've also done some rearranging of my videos so it's easier to find what you're looking for. If you like my rant videos, my review videos, the theory videos that I've done, as well as the podcast, you can check them all out on the official Web Designer 18 YouTube page. That's right. You can now find them by the playlist located on the page itself. You're welcome. I figured that would make things so much easier for you, my fans, and for you, the new viewers. Check it out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down so that way I know what videos are good, what videos suck, and what videos I should just stop doing altogether. Podcast is not going to be one of them, though. Sorry. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Otaku Roads. You can also check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. And don't forget to check out my eBay page where I have a wide variety of crap, which I am working on getting some newer stuff up. Yes, I know I keep saying that, but in all honesty, one of these days I'm going to do a video explaining what it takes to do that. Then you'll understand what I mean by that. It's not a simple process as people keep thinking. But anyway, you can check me out in all those places. Like I said, you can check out the official YouTube channel that I just updated and reworked, my official Twitter channel, or my official Twitter page, at Otaku Roads, and you can also check me out on the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. Yes, it's the 21st century. Damn if I'm here, huh? Okay, so this is the part where I usually go about how my week went. For those of you that are new, this is where I usually talk about how from last Sunday to today went. And usually that's how it goes. For you that have been here, you know how the song and dance goes. So anyway, this week was sort of an interesting one. Again, only had to work one day this week, so that was fine. I worked on recording the next episode of the Anime GBU, which I apparently have to re-record because I'm still in the process of figuring out how in the hell all these other YouTubers do this. Recording videos and putting them up online. Because every time I record a video, I have to play the magic game of, since it has a logo and credits that I have to add, unlike the Q&A videos, which I just pop the Q&A video up and call it a day, I have to figure out how does this work, and how is this not screwing up to basically get an answer for everything. And my God, has it been a pain in the ass. So I recorded it not once, not twice, but 4 times. And I can't use any of those recordings. The one really glitches like crazy. The other one I lost. The third one didn't work at all. And the fourth one went massive Godzilla on me. For those of you that don't know that, Godzilla films usually had the habit, if it was dubbed over, of the words going way faster than the pictures. And that's what mine was doing, except at a much higher speed. I finally got it down packed because I just recorded a review video for the Alita Battle Angel movie. So that is going to be coming up on Sunday. So you'll have that to look forward to, as well as the podcast. So yeah, I did that. I also did, like I said in the opening, some screwing around with my YouTube channel. I did a trailer video for it, so now you can see a trailer for those of you that are new to the channel. I do not have it publicly listed for everybody else, so I apologize for that, but it's basically just a trailer video. It just shows off what the channel is, and that's what I do. So I figured it was going to be a good idea, and that's why I did it. So I am doing that. Like I said, Anime GBU episode, the next one's coming up is going to be The Devil's a Part-Timer. I just have to re-record it again, which will be fine. I can record that Tuesday because I have to go to work Wednesday. Now that I have this figured out, down to a T, to a point anyway, I should be able to have that all said and done and have it up and ready to go by Thursday or Saturday. It's going to be, the Anime GBU is going to be a bi-weekly deal, mostly because while I have a list of anime to go through, eventually it's going to burn up. Now, granted, some of those I can split into seasons, but even then, I have about maybe a year and a half worth of content. If I did my math right, I have about a year and a half worth of content. So it's like, it might not be a bad idea to space it out and make it a bi-weekly. I'm not going to do anime abandon style level of thing here. I don't have the equipment to do that. I mean, I have the weird video maker that's on my laptop. That came with my laptop, I should say. I have like my camera, but I don't have the massive quality control and the time to really shove into this like Sage does. But then again, he's got a group of people that he pays for that because he gets monetized. I don't. So there is that. Another thing I also wanted to bring up. Do not forget the Q&A video is coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been filtering the questions. I got, I think, 7 or 8 of them, maybe 9 so far, so that's not too bad. But yeah, it's been an interesting week, basically. Just really interesting. Been playing some Puzzles and Dragons. I got a lot of really rare monsters with that PAL point. We're going to give you a lot of rare monsters. Egg Machine. The Egg Machine. I got a lot of good ones in that. I can actually trade some of those, which really makes me happy because then I could probably get some better monsters. Or hold on to those because they might be usable for trading for some of the collaborations. And I got a lot of duplicates. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so it's about how my week went. Let me know how your weeks have gone since we last talked. I'm looking forward to hearing about that. I like interacting with a lot of my fans on here. So yeah, so let's get started then with the podcast then, shall we? And let's get into this and get it on with, shall we? All right, so this is an interesting thing. So this is a little off topic. This is the one thing I was going to talk about. I don't have the topic for it because it happened to me. So I went to see Battle Angel Alita. Like I said, I did the review for it. It's going to be going up, so there is that. Look forward to it. It's not very long, but then again, it's not really an in-depth review. It's just, look, I went to see the movie. I gave you a review of it. I told you what I liked about it. That's it. It doesn't have to be super long because, honestly, you can go see the movie if you want. I'm not going to stop anybody. It's worth your time. It really is if you're going into it as a science fiction movie, which is what I did. I liked it. It's like maybe about 9.5 minutes long. It's not a very long review, but then again, no review has to be long. Short, sweet, and to the point, that's what I like, and that's what I did. But the part that I get a kick out of, so this is the first time I have gone to the movies in 2 years. I am not even joking on this. It has been over 2 years since I went to the movies. The last movie I saw in theaters was Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions, and that was back in 2017. I am not even joking. That was the last movie I saw in theaters, was Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I not have no issue with that at all. And this is the first time I've been to a movie theater in, like I said, 2 years. So I was scouring to see which theater around me had the earliest showing, because that way I could be home in the afternoon to do our family movie thing, which we did My Five Wives, a Rodney Dangerfield movie from 2000. I fell asleep near the end of it because I was just getting a little tired. I haven't been sleeping that well lately, so there's that. But anyway, I went to go to the movies. I'm like, found the one that I wanted to go to. Wasn't too far away, about the length of me driving from home to work. It's like about an extra maybe mile and a half, give or take. And the whole time I'm like trying to figure out how much this is going to cost, where the movie is, the earliest showing. And I ended up going to the one theater that they just recently apparently updated themselves. Now, I remember seeing this in the newspaper and online that they're like updating this thing. They're making it an experience. Yeah, they made it one hell of an experience. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like I said, first time I go to the movies in 2 years, and it cost me for my ticket, a medium bag of popcorn, and a large drink. Because I could sit through a movie now without food, but it was 10 in the morning, like almost 11 o'clock. I hadn't eaten anything yet, so it's like, look, I have got to get something in my stomach. Popcorn's gonna be my best bet because it's a starch, and that's going to keep me from getting somewhat hungry. And somewhat, it usually does for me. And the drink, I need to have something to drink. I can sit through a movie without food. I cannot sit through a movie without something to drink. All total combined, it cost me $27.50 to go to the movies. By myself. God forbid if I had a date. Holy shit, I'd be in the poorhouse right now. Well, I really want to take you to the movies, but it's going to cost me an extra $27.50 for you. Now, I don't know about you, unless you want to go Dutch. I don't know about you, but I got an extra almost $30 to pay for you to go to the movies. Look, I want this relationship to work out. I really do. I think you're really great. I really do like you. But I don't have the extra $30 to spend to go to the movies. Now, granted, I could have went on the off hours, being Monday through Thursday, but one, this coming Monday's President's Day, so a lot of the kids will either be playing hooky from school, not having to go to school, depending on the district, or a lot of people that have government jobs, since a lot of them will be shut down for the holiday, will just have the day off and figure we're going to go to the movies, and it's going to be packed. Usually is on a 3-day weekend. It's packed. So I'm like, yeah, that's great. Can't do that then. Didn't really want to go on Sunday because there's still somewhat the threat of snow or a winter storm or something that might come through, like a clipper or something that might screw up the area. So I really didn't want to go on Sunday. So I'm like, Saturday's about my best bet. And I went. I had a good time, like I said. I did a review on it, so I did like what I saw. But it's just that it cost me $27.50. Now, first off, the movie was in 3D, which I was actually surprised at this. And before I go any further, yes, I forgot to recycle the 3D glasses. So, sue me, basically. Sorry for the pause there. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say that. I forgot to throw them in the thing. I put them in my pocket because I was getting up. I didn't want to drop them and step on the damn things. They're really cheap and flimsy, and I didn't want to step on them and break them. God forbid. So I get out to the car, and I'm reaching in my pocket to get my car keys, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I left the goddamn screw it. I'm leaving for $27.50. I don't think they're gonna be too upset if I forget to return the 50-cent like the 50 cent to $1 El Cheapo 3D glasses. So that cost me $13.25 for that. And it was $14.25 for my medium popcorn and my soda. I could have got a small, but like I said, I hadn't eaten anything all day. So it's like, look, I gotta get something in my stomach. I'm gonna get hungry. I gotta get something to eat. I'm not gonna buy a candy bar. I'm sure as hell at this theater not gonna buy pizza or nachos, fried chicken, french fries. They got a whole fucking smorgasbord going on here at this movie theater. And then as I'm leaving, they opened up the bar. When I got there at 10:30 this morning, the bar was not open. I'm leaving, it's about 1 o'clock, the bar's open, and I'm like, the hell? There's a bar at this place? Do people need to get drunk in order to see a movie now? Did I miss something? They got recliner seats in there. No more of those plastic bucket seats. No, God, no. They got recliner seats, heated recliner seats. But I think the kicker for my entire experience with this, I had to reserve my seat at the ticket desk. Sir, what seat would you like? And I saw this online. I thought it was just for people that were buying the tickets online. Like they were going to have somebody go into the theater and put a reserved sticker on the seats. Like, okay, you can't take this seat, it's reserved. No, they honestly have you pick which seat you want to go to, that you want for your duration of your movie, what seat you want to have. I picked the back row because I hadn't been to this theater in all honesty, at that point, I hadn't been to that theater since Iron Man 3 came out. And I saw that near the end of its lifespan. So that would have been May of... Oh, crap. My mom's going to tell me the date because it was the weekend that my great aunt died because we were waiting to hear back from something. So I was like, I'm going to go to the movies because I couldn't do anything at home. I felt useless. I just wanted to, not be around and accidentally say something stupid. So I went to the movies with two of my friends. I want to say, when the hell was that? Like 2012, 2014? Either 2012, 2014. Whenever Iron Man 3 came out, it was near the end of Iron Man 3's tenure. Yes, that was police that just blew by, I guess. It was... The theater was nice then. And that was the first time I had been in that theater in years. Years. Because up until that point, the last movie I saw there was Kick-Ass 2 with my one friend. So, I go to the theater and I'm like, all right. But you don't just go in and pick your seat anymore. No, you have to select which seat you want to sit at from the ticket desk or the kiosk or when you order online. That defies the purpose of the movies, I think, at that point. So, all in all, my experience with going to the movies for the first time in 2 years is I'm not going to the damn theater anymore. That's it. $30 it almost cost me to go to that movie theater. It was not worth it. The movie was good. I'm not going to lie. The movie was good. I liked it. And flat out. So for those of you out there that are going, oh God, he liked it. Yes, I did. And watch my review of it. You'll know why I liked it. It wasn't that bad. There were plot holes that were fixed, and there were some, whatever I was nagging about, the small little nags I had, were basically just what I would have for any general movie, regardless of whatever it was. It was just general nags that I had. Otherwise, I liked it. It was not a bad movie. I could follow it from point A to point B, which is how a movie should be. It's the atmosphere that I had to get to this point. I didn't know going to the movies in 2019 was going to involve me having to get a Sherpa, a pack mule, having to set out an expedition team. Dear God, imagine, this is almost like trying to climb Everest. I'm amazed I should have brought extra stuff with me. God. The popcorn wasn't bad. It was one of those automatic kiosk things for my drink, but still, the kicker though, they wanted to charge me 50 cents for a napkin. I'm not joking, because I asked if there was a napkin. The person goes, "It'll be 50 cents." I'm like, "Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I got a pants leg. I'll just lick my fingers off and wipe it on my pants leg," which is what I did. I'm also going to spend an extra 50 cents. You already got $27.50 out of me. Give me a napkin for free. Oh, God, that was honestly the thing that I had the most complaint about. But when did going to the movies become a pain in the ass is what I want to know. But that was my movie-going experience. I'm not going back anymore. That's it. I'm done with the movies. I will wait till they come out on goddamn DVD and buy them then. If they don't come out on DVD, fine. I'll look into getting a Blu-ray player or something, because I am not going back to the movie theater anymore. That's it. The friendly experience, my ass. God, friendly experience, my ass. No way. Alright, so let's talk about Pokemon Go, shall we? Because why not? This isn't a podcast if I don't talk about Pokemon at least once or twice a week. Or at least once a month sometimes. But anyway, apparently Pokemon Go has had a massive lawsuit. News to me, apparently, but yeah. Courtesy of Kotaku, or Kotaku, or Kotaku. I don't even know, because I got into an argument with, well, not really an argument. I was somewhat corrected. Apparently it's called Otaku, not Otaku. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'm not even lying, so, yeah. I'm not joking. I've heard it pronounced both ways, so, meh. But anyway, according to Kotaku.com, Pokemon Go creator Niantic is looking to end a lawsuit that was first started back in 2016, during the height of the game's popularity. Wow. It's almost 3 years old now, huh? Okay. The suit was filed by numerous homeowners who believe that the company had caused players to trespass onto their property to catch Pokemon or activate Pokestops. Oh, Christ. And I can safely say that, yes, I have seen this, because as many of you know, I've done this occasionally for my one friend, where I will go walk around the small town while, like, my laundry's being done. I'll take her phone and I'll walk around the town for her, because she works at the dry cleaner, so I'll be nice. And I'll walk around and I'll catch some Pokemon for her, swing some Pokestops. And there were a couple times where I'm literally walking on the street, across the street. Okay? Across the street is a Pokestop. Or across the street is a gym. Or across the street is a Pokemon I'm trying to catch. So I'm standing there on the sidewalk trying to catch this thing. Nope. The one homeowner actually flagged down the one local cop to ask me what the hell I was doing, to which I explained what it was, and the cop's like, "Oh, okay, you're not doing anything wrong. I'll let the homeowner know, because they're the ones that kind of told us about it. I apologize. I'll let the homeowner know. You just go about your business." I got the hell out of there. I basically walked 3 blocks down, and it's like, you know what? Screw you. I'm down here now. You call the cops on me now. I dare you. It's just getting to the point where you want people to be out and walking around, but at the same time, they don't want people to be on their property. You don't own the sidewalk, unfortunately. You have to clear it off depending on what municipality you're in, but you don't own the sidewalk. So, the sidewalk is public property, okay? So, the Hollywood Reporter apparently reported that the homeowners are proposing a settlement which, if accepted by a judge in California, would force Niantic to implement new features and restrictions into the popular game. The features are listed here. Upon complaints of nuisance or trespass and demands of the removal of a Pokestop or gym, the company will make commercially reasonable effort to resolve the complaint and communicate a resolution within 15 days. Owners of single-family residential properties get rights of removal within 40 meters of their properties. Niantic will maintain a database of complaints in an attempt to avoid poor placement of these virtual creatures. When Niantic's system detects a raid of more than 10 players congregating, a warning message will appear on their screens reminding them to be courteous and respectful of the surroundings. Niantic is also working with users, reviewers, and mapping services like Google Maps to also migrate any problems, plus maintaining a mechanism so that park authorities can request a park's hours of operations be honored. At the company's expense, Niantic will have an independent firm audit compliance with obligations during a 3-year period. So basically, from now on, people, if you play Pokemon Go yet, don't go anywhere near people's homes. Don't go anywhere near the parks. Better yet, just delete the app and don't even bother playing it anymore. Because at this point, there's no point in playing it anymore. If you can't be within 40 meters of somebody's home, you know, hold on, I actually have the internet. Let's see how far a meter is since we don't have the metric system here in my country. Let me see what 40 meters is compared to inches and feet. Let's see here. TRS. 40 meters to feet. That's what I want here. And that is. Okay. Basically, 131.234 feet. Or foot. Alright, sorry, it's foot. Why can't it give me feet? Okay, now it's foot. Let's see how many inches that is. Okay, basically, you cannot be within 40 meters. Is equivalent to 1,574.8 inches. So then when you take that to feet, it's basically you can't be within 100 feet, 130 feet of 131 feet of somebody's house. Okay, so 131 feet. So that basically means you can't even be on the sidewalk. Brilliant. It says owners of single-family residential properties get the right of removal within 40 meters of their properties, which would be 131 feet, give or take. I just did the conversion. What the hell? That basically means that, hey, I'm standing outside on the public street, but I'm within 131 feet of your property, so you can call the cops to throw me off. Great idea. So that's basically don't go outside anymore then with the game. As far as the detects a rate of more than 10 players congregating, most of the times, from what I've read and what I've seen, I don't see raids popping up over somebody's home. They're usually over businesses, which would enjoy an influx of people standing outside the door. At least, if I own a business that had a Pokemon raid going on, hey, I'd offer them some half-price drinks. Like, here's some water, here's some soda, here's some fruit juice, here's some Gatorade. Half off. Why? Because you're giving me business by standing outside my damn door. I understand the whole placement of, like, parks to make sure that the hours of operations are honored, because there have been people going into parks after hours and doing vandalism, but then again, you have that all the time. Plus, with the majority of the stuff, like some of the parks, you can literally be outside on the street of the park. Not on park property, mind you, but on a public street and still have access to the Pokestop or the gym. So, meh to that. Basically, the demand of removal of a Pokestop or gym, that's like going to be 90% of people. I don't want this gym here anymore. So that'll be banks, restaurants, businesses, stop signs, cemeteries. They're all going to request them to be pulled and yanked. There goes the game. So it's a massive lawsuit, but it's not going to stop the players. It's just going to kill the game, which will make my one friend happy, don't get me wrong. But let's think about this logically for a moment. Cemeteries are going to be the first one to jump on that. Remove the Pokestops and the gyms from our properties, because they don't want people on cemeteries. They've already been bitching about that since day one. They don't want people going into businesses trying to catch things. Trespassing on people's properties is idiotic. And there are warnings when the game's loading up, from what I've seen, that says, be courteous of your surroundings. Be careful of your surroundings. So you don't walk out into the middle of the street somewhere and get whacked by a semi-truck. Please adhere all laws. There are rules and regulations that are set forth in this. But apparently this is the ongoing start. Now keep in mind, this lawsuit was filed in 2016 when the game came out. So it is possible that the lawsuit is at this point just archaic, because they've done update after update after update. There's a possibility that they may have implemented some of this stuff prior to this potential, complication, or basically the agreement that they're trying to get done. So seriously, like I said, and this was dated back to 2016, when some residents were angered by hundreds of players walking around private property or near their homes or condos, with residents in villas and with some residents in villas of Postano condos located in Florida described players as zombies walking around bumping into things. But yet you want these kids off their asses and outside in the sun. It's a two-way street here, people. You want them outside, but you want them to be coherent. Yet if they're coherent, they're not going to want to go outside. It's a two-way street. It's a double-edged sword. You know how this is going to go. For now, it seems Niantic and the homeowners affected by the game will settle soon. But if the settlement is accepted by the judge, named plaintiffs in the lawsuit will receive $1,000 each. So then you can also expect the cost of your Pokeballs, your incense, all the other in-game shit you buy with real currency to suddenly spike up, because they're going to have to pay off a lot of these people, and that's going to cost money and fast. So this is sad, and have I mentioned sad? Very, very sad. It really is. So yeah, that sucks for Pokemon Go players. I hope that this gets resolved in an easier way for you guys, but honestly, I think the lawsuit's idiotic. Just, tell them to get off. You can enforce that this is private property. You're not welcome. Call the cops. End of discussion. And put up a sign that says private property. Pokemon trainers do not come near here. And just ask Niantic to block your area from having Pokemon put on it. It's not that difficult to do. I mean, they've already removed Pokestops from some places and moved Pokestops to others. So, still, it's not a difficult concept. I don't understand. I don't understand it, but in all honesty, I don't see this ending well for Pokemon Go. If this goes through, I see this being the starting of the nails in the coffin, because you're going to have the players that are going to get pissed off because they can't go anywhere near a house, because you figure you're going to have people in cities that don't want them anywhere near them, and they'll go for that. Well, I'm in a single dwelling home, and they're coming near my property because they're on the sidewalk. Basically, they're going to, throw a fit about that. It's the same concept. It's just not going to end well if everything's done in this way. I can see the domino effect happening here. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but who knows? I don't see it ending well. That's for damn sure. Alright, well, let's get on to the other Pokemon topic, shall we? You gotta clean them all. Yeah, gotta clean them all, gotta catch them all, gotta play with them all, gotta do everything with these things, because Pokemon is Pokemon! It's our way of life for Pokemon trainers. We want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is our test, to train them is our cause, because we've been brainwashed to gotta catch them all. But if you know vacuum cleaners of today, the adorable little Roomba thing, that disc thing that cost like almost $2,000 when it came out, and people that were really rich were giving them away as Christmas presents and birthday presents and saying, here, have this, happy holidays. And it's like, it's a vacuum. So you're insulting me by telling me my house is dirty. No, no, no. It's a smart vacuum. You don't have to do anything. You don't got to lift a finger. Just push a button and it goes on its own. Uh-huh. And I think you're crazy. Well, if you like Roomba, you're going to love this. Now, I'm a fan of Pikachu, so I would kind of get this, but I'm not going to spend money on a Pikachu Roomba. Sorry. So, what are today's vacuums, or today's robot vacuums, I should say, missing? I mean, vacuums are missing a lot of things. Personality, soul, a very cheap price tag. I should know that because my grandfather bought one last year. But anyway, are they missing an adorable electric rat riding on top? First off, it's a mouse, not a rat. There's a difference. Well, if you're, oh god, riding atop them while yelling Pika, oh god, does this thing speak? It speaks? Oh god, it's even worse. Japanese toy maker Shine Co. Ltd. Has a solution in the form of a Roomba-like vacuum called the Pokemon Pikachu Run Run Cleaner, or PPRRC, because acronyms are not my thing. There aren't any clear product photos yet. The teaser silhouette gets the themed vacuum's basic idea across nicely. It turns on and will zip across the room doing its job, including the usual turning around when obstacles are detected while Pikachu speaks. Oh, Christ. It's Pika Pika. That's all he says. Pika Pika Pikachu. If this thing's going to talk like Detective Pikachu, then I'm going to have a problem with my vacuum cleaner telling my ass off. Pika Pika, this place is dirty. Pika Pika, I think you probably dropped some crumbs down here. Pika Pika, why is this tissue all sticky? No, I don't. I don't need a Pikachu vacuum cleaner telling my ass off how dirty my place is. So that's already strike 2. Can we go with strike 3 here? What's the price tag on this bitch? Or don't we know yet? Oh, wow, wow. Yeah, they got a really good Pikachu picture in this that I really have to admit, it's really good. Wow. Shine has, oh, okay, it's a squishy light, okay. Shine also has a Pikachu squishy light in the works. Now that I'd be game for. It's 30 centimeters tall, the soft figure glows when touched, and has a special high voltage setting as well as sound reactive dance mode and a light mode that makes Pikachu glow constantly. Oh, now that I could, if that's what that image is supposed to be, I could get behind that. The items aren't for sale yet, but they will be sometime after they go on display at the Tokyo International Gift Show. A Pikachu Roomba. Okay, it's not a rat. I could see the whole rat theme working for a garbage collector and a trash and a dust and a dirt collector, but it's not a rat, it's a mouse. There's a difference. 1, 2. Why in the hell would I want Pikachu picking up my trash? 3. Why not just make the damn thing yellow with ears and an electric tail instead of popping a Pikachu statue on it? I'll probably just, I would buy it just for the statue, whack the statue off and have a fucking Roomba. I'm not even going to buy this damn thing. First of all, I'm not rich enough to buy a goddamn Roomba. I am certainly not rich enough to buy, oh God. I am certainly not rich enough to buy a Pikachu Roomba. I couldn't even afford a Pikachu Nintendo DS. And a DS Lite. Those things are like $100. I didn't have that kind of scratch around me. This thing's probably gonna be like $300-400. Because it's Pokemon, add an extra 100 to that. Holy crap! I seriously do not need a Pikachu. I mean, all Pikachu says is Pika Pika. It's Pika Pika. Pika Pika Pikachu. It says its name. Or it's like really cutely breathes. It doesn't say anything. And if you're going to make this thing talk like Detective Pikachu, I'm going to lose my mind because it's going to be telling me off and it picks up anything. Why is this tissue sticky? Why are there crumbs down here? What's with this magazine? Some of the pages are stuck together. Stop touching my shit, Pikachu Roomba! I don't think anybody needs that. I sure as hell don't. I don't know anybody that needs a Pikachu Roomba. That would just be wrong on so many levels. Could you imagine pets freaking the hell out about this? It's a vacuum cleaner, but there's something on top of it riding it. Why? Oh God, it's so weird. That would be like having a smart house that suddenly detects whenever I'm somewhat lonely and starts playing mood music to try to get me in the mood because it wants me to feel happy. And it just makes me feel more uncomfortable and creepy. Because it's like, no! In this case, the Pikachu Roomba that's picking up my trash. No, I'm not exactly fond of this. I can see its potential, but I'd rather be more for the light than for the Roomba. That's just way too weird for me. I'm sorry. It says Pika Pika. Do you know how annoying that would get? All of a sudden be like, what's that sound? Oh, it's just my Roomba. But Roombas don't make a sound. No, this one does. You'll see it in about 5 seconds. Pika Pika, Pika Pika, Pika Pika. That would get annoying as hell very fast. Oh my God, that would get annoying. Jeez. Wow. Yep, so that is the Pikachu Roomba. Wow. Whew, I have nothing else to say on that. I really don't. No, nothing else at all. Alright, so for those of you that were looking forward to the next exciting installment of the Transformers animated series that came out, those short web clips that were done by Machinima, you were probably heartbroken when Machinima shut their asses down. Well, good news-ish. Somewhat, maybe? Because another small boil on my ass, and yes, it is a small boil upon my ass at this point. I'm waiting for it to get big, like Disney, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon, the 3 big boils, or as I like to call them, the assholic triangle. Netflix has announced that they were partnering up with Hasbro and Rooster Teeth of Ruby and Genlock, which I've seen Genlock, at least part of it, and it confuses the crap out of me. And I mostly was watching that because I found out David Tennant was doing a voice, and that really, it confuses me more. Probably just got to really try to watch it again, but yeah, that really confuses me. But anyway, so Netflix is partnering with Hasbro and Rooster Teeth to produce the War for Cybertron animated series that's slated to debut next year. Rooster Teeth is producing the original series based on the Transformers franchise for Netflix, and Polygon Pictures, Transformers, Robots in Disguise, iGen, and Knights of Sidonia, is animating the series. Now, the War for Cybertron Trilogy, they've already been releasing the toys, and like I said, was originally part of Machinima. But apparently Machinima's gone. Just blew my damn mind when that happened. I mean, it just came out of nowhere. Keep in mind, though, the ones that we've had so far were Transformers, what was it? Transformers Combiner Wars, Titans Return, and Powers of the Prime. Those were the 3 that we've had so far. The War for Cybertron series, it's Siege, and there's like 2 other ones yet, too, that'll be coming out, and that's going to be the War for Cybertron trilogy. This one was sort of like a Unicron trilogy sort of deal, because Unicron played a part in it. So, I'm just going to come right out and say it. It wasn't a bad thing, and I honestly had forgotten all about this, because like I said, I heard about Machinima. It was just came out of left field for me. It was just weird. When it just like out of nowhere. I know I have it here. Hold on a second. S-H-I-N. There it is. I was double checking it because, I mean, yeah. Yeah, okay, because Machinima here, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it went defunct this year. Okay, I thought so, because Rooster Teeth took some of their stuff, some other things, so Rooster Teeth kind of grabbed the majority of Machinima's shit. But they went defunct this year, because I remember seeing that, and I was like, holy hell. Yeah, here we go. Just a little background for you here. Machinima was founded in January of 2000, and in January of 2019, they abruptly discontinued their YouTube channels with their videos set to private, and in February of this year, they officially ceased operations. The rights to Machinima content were reverted to their respective creators. So they're done. Machinima is gone. And like I said, Machinima did the Transformers Combiner Wars. They had Powers of the Prime. There's like a whole list of programming that they did on here. They also did like gaming shows and things like that, because I remember watching a few of those. And it's sad that they're gone too. So this really wasn't a big shock to me when I saw this, because in all honesty, I mean, with Machinima gone, somebody else had to step in and pick up the slack in this. And it's just a matter of who was it going to be, when was it going to be, and for how much. Some of the programming that they did was Terminator Salvation, the Machinima series, Mortal Kombat Legacy, Bite Me, Street Fighter, Assassin's Fist, Justice League, Gods and Monsters Chronicles, Number 4 Hero, DC's Hero Project, Street Fighter Resurrection, Transformers Combiner Wars, PRIMR, and Happy Hour. So, yeah, they're done, though. So it is sad. And it just, it hurts. So 19 years, the company's just gone. And I heard that it went, like I said, this wasn't a big shock to me, because Machinima had the Transformers stuff going for them. The fact that Hasbro is teaming up with Rooster Teeth, who took over a majority of some of Machinima's shit at this point, honestly, it's a good and bad thing, because Rooster Teeth does a good job on their stuff. And with Screw Attack, I mean, just so many things have just gone belly up this year, and we're only 2 months into this. Screw Attack's gone, Machinima's gone, so Rooster Teeth took the reins for Machinima in this to pretty much keep this going, and honestly, it's not a bad call. I'm just now more curious as to how this is going to impact how this is made versus how it was before. Before, you could watch the stuff going to like go90.com. I just waited for some poor person that was being generous to everybody and just popped them up on YouTube and just watched them there. So I guess that's not going to be an option for me now anymore, which is sad, because I really wanted to see this, how this one planned out and went. I mean, because you have Megatron's dead, or at least if this is the exact continuation from the Unicron stuff with Combiner Wars, Titans Return, and Powers of the Prime, Megatron's dead, Optimus is back, we have Optimal Optimus, Wingblade, the Combiners are all gone. They've all been killed. Devastator, Computron, Menasor, Victorion, Hyperion. They're all gone. They've all been killed. Hot Rod was corrupted by Unicron, so he's not really exactly himself. Optimus is back after being killed. Perceptor's guarding the Requiem Blaster and the Enigma of Combination. The Mistress of Flame is dead. If this is going to be, honestly, a continuation from that, then I want to know how this is going to be panned out. I want to know how they're going to do this story. But the fact that it changes hands means that we're either going to have it change slightly, or something's going to be altered that's going to screw and skew with the timeline that fans will notice quickly. So according to this, though, the series will have a new animation look and style that presents the Transformers like you've never seen them before. Okay, that basically answers my one question right there. In this story of in this Transformers origin story, we will explore the expansive universe of Cybertron in a way that audiences have never seen before, to the delight of both existing fans and those coming to the franchise for the first time. Transformers Cyberverse, the most recent CGI animated series in the franchise, is on Cartoon Network and premiered back last August. Boulder Media Limited, Hasbro Studios, and Allspark Animations are producing that train wreck of a series. I'm sorry, I've watched some of it. It's not that great. Okay? Flat out telling the truth, it's not that great of a series. But, like I said, this really wasn't a big surprise, though I was just wondering who it was going to be. With Machinima going down, it's like, who's going to throw a life raft out for this? I just was not expecting to hear the words Netflix in this. Like I made the comment on Twitter, what was Hulu busy or something, to which I was told that, well, Hulu's blocked in multiple countries. Okay, there are other streaming sites out there other than Netflix. That's the thing that I hate, is every time a show is canceled, or a channel on YouTube that has multiple channels, or a business that does streaming content goes belly up, the first thing people do is go to Netflix. Netflix is starting to become like the godfather of online content. They go to Netflix, we really want you to fix, you got to save them. They're lost souls. You have to help them. Please, they're wandering in the darkness. If you do this, we'll do any favor for you. Please, we need your help on Netflix. And just like that, you said the Netflix is like the godfather. I'll do this for you, but in exchange, you're going to have to do me some favors. I'm going to want some original content. It's going to suck, but I want it. Because we have to give the fans what they want. We're going to have to jack up our prices too, but we'll have to do it moderately over time. But I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. And in this, if you do this, I will gladly handle this favor that you ask of me. And that's, I swear to God, that's what it is. Netflix is like the godfather of streaming sites now. It's like, everybody's afraid to go against Netflix. So, like I said, I knew somebody was going to take this with Machinima going down. I was just not prepared to hear the phrase, Netflix is taking it. Netflix can take something else as far as I'm concerned, but they're not going to like it. Yeah, they can take something else as far as I'm concerned. They're not going to like it, but they can take something else. So there you go. If you have a Netflix account and haven't ditched it because they jacked up their prices sky high, get ready for Transformers Cybertron, Transformers War for Cybertron, coming next year to Netflix. Hopefully YouTube too. Hopefully they can get it on YouTube. Start a freaking Transformers YouTube channel, morons! Streaming rights out the ass on that! Monetize that bitch! You'll make a crap ton of money! Ugh. Okay, so how many of you out there are huge fans of Puzzles and Dragons and you play the mobile app? Because this thing's a lot of fun, I'm not going to lie. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the assist characters on it. I'm soon just going to watch a YouTube video to figure it out because I got a crap ton of those and I want to know how to do it. I mean, I just recently got the Valentine's Day one. That was like an entire year. It took me a year to get the last chocolate I needed to build that thing, and I got it. So I made one, and oh man, am I excited to play it. I want to add it and use it as an assist character, but I want to know how to do that. So if you're a huge fan, though, of Puzzles and Dragons, and you're a big fan of Street Fighter, good news, because the two of them are coming together for a collaboration. Sort of like what they've been doing right now with DC Universe, and honestly, I've played it. I got Darkseid. I'm happy I got Darkseid. I can evolve Darkseid. That's all I need to know. That's fine. I got Poison Ivy. I don't think I got Harley, but I don't care. No, wait. Or did I get Harley? No. I did get Harley. I got Harley, Poison Ivy, Banshee. I got Lex Luthor. I got Doomsday, and I have Darkseid. I got pretty much everybody too from the films too, from the Justice League movie. Because I hate every single one of them. I'm not even gonna lie. I just wanted them to have the characters. I would rather Puzzles and Dragons announce we're gonna do Dragon Ball Z, or we're going to do Pokemon or Digimon, or throw in a collaboration with an online something that I already know. Really get me psyched for this. Or better yet, redo some of your other ones like Yu Yu Hakusho, because I miss getting some of those stuff, or your Persona one again, because, you know, it was only happened, once? Twice, I think, since I started playing this game. So yeah, there is that. But anyway, if you're a huge fan of this, starting Monday, February 18th, dun dun dun, you can start recruiting your favorite characters from Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Yes, that's right, it's the collaboration of collaborations. You can get the following characters from the 6 Magic Stone... let me rephrase this. You have the 6 Magic Stones Street Fighter V Arcade Edition Egg Machine, which will be available from Monday, February 18th to Sunday, March 3rd. The 6 Magic Stones, you can get... You can get a rise for a limited time with popular characters such as Ryu, Chun-Li, Sakura, Kasugano, Armika, Blanca, and many more. There's a lineup of stuff down here. You get the Memorial Egg Machine. All players will receive 1 free pull. Let's see, after that, send via in-game mail. So this is the characters you can get from that. So 6-star characters, you have Ryu, Chun-Li, M. Bison, Guile, Akuma, Sakura, Sagat, and Karen. 5-star champions, you have Kami, Ken, Vega, Armika, Zangief, Dalsim, Balrog, Blanca, and Alex. And you know what the sad part is I just had a whole collection of die-cast metal figures of Street Fighter that I got at the Dollar Tree. I actually bought the whole set at the Dollar Tree, turned and burned it on eBay. And it's sad because I should have held on to that for maybe, I think it was like last month I sold that, or last year, like the end of last year. I should have held on to it for another couple months, and I could have tied it in with this and really made a killing, probably. Who knows? So yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see here. The Street Fighter V Arcade Edition Memorial Egg Machine will be sent to your in-game mail. You have until Sunday, March 3rd. After Monday the 4th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Street Fighter V Arcade Edition Memorial Egg Machine will become unredeemable. So if you missed your chance, you're going to get screwed. 1 Magic Stone plus the arcade machine for the duration of the event. You get a special bundle for purchase for 99 cents. Same list of characters, nothing different there. You got a 20 Magic Stone plus a 6-star. So really nothing exciting there. So for the 6-star, you can get, if you do the 20 Magic Stone 6-star, so 20 Magic Stones plus 1 6-star character Egg Machine. If you purchase that for $20 American, you'll get one of the following 6-star characters: Ryu, Chun-Li, M. Bison, Guile, Akuma, Sakura, Sagat, or Karen. That's it. There's also a 10 Magic Stone plus Street Fighter V Arcade Edition Ken Egg Machine, which gives you, for the low price of $10, a 5-star Ken. Yeah, it's real. That's great. That's a waste of $10. I'm sorry. Some orb skins are also going to be available. Orb skins will be unlocked when players receive Ken for the first time. The Street Fighter V Arcade Edition orb skin will be unlocked, which is just the Street Fighter characters on the orb skins. I only just found out that they started doing orb skins. You could change it up. But then again, since I'm colorblind, I have it figured out by the symbol that's on it. So I'm not going to change mine because then I'll screw me up completely. So yeah, there's also going to be a dungeon quest for this. It's actually going to be pretty cool. But you get event medals again for this. You just don't get characters, you get event medals. A lot of stuff, though, you're going to get some interesting things. You get 9 Tamadra from the Path of Greatness, the easy level. The normal one gives you a Snow Globe Dragon Blanc, Rainbow P for the hard section. Then you basically just get like event medals going further and further up. A couple Snow Globe Dragons, Dual Creations, one-shot Jewel Rust Dungeon. Yeah. Item drops after defeating enemies. Like I said, you're not getting any characters from these. Apparently, you're just getting the medals, which you could probably use for quote-unquote exchanges, which, yeah, here we go. Monster Exchange collaboration. So, characters available for exchange. Select collaboration characters can be obtained by exchanging the appropriate monsters. Select characters that have performed an assist evolution can be traded for their pre-evolved form in the monster exchange. Example, one Evil Ryu's headband can be exchanged for one Evil Ryu. So your characters are, again, Ryu, Chun-Li, and Bison, Guile, Akuma, Sakura, Sagat, and Karen. Other items and characters obtainable from the monster exchange, you get a one-time only Kage, which my guess is going to be one of those monster purchase things. Latent Tamadra, God Killer, Super Snow Globe Dragon, Jewel of Creation. You can only exchange 2 for a maximum of 2. Latent Tamadra, the Evil Material Killer, you get a one-time only. Rainbow Event Medals, Super King Ruby Dragon, Super King Sapphire Dragon, Super King Emerald Dragon, Super King Gold, Super King Metal, Tamadra, and a Meath Hit. I can't pronounce half of these. Yeah, so Kage and select monsters can only be exchanged for one time. That'll be starting on the 28th, going till 12 a.m. Pacific time for full details on the exchange conditions. And yeah, some of these are also including like the voice characters and stuff like that. So yeah, and I still have some Magic Stones left over from that massive 88 Magic Stone drive that, because the creator of the game hit level 888. And then I just kept ranking up the stones all the time, and I've been using some to like expand my monsters. Occasionally I bought a couple of the rare monsters, but I was mostly just buying them to expand my monster ports, because while I have some that I could sell, I don't want to sell them yet because there's nothing that I really want to get. Yes, there are a couple monsters in the monster shop, but they're always there. They're not changing that, at least to my knowledge. So there's some that I do want to get, some I don't. And I have a whole bunch of the gold Temidra, or however you pronounce that I could easily exchange and get a crap ton of points that I could put towards getting some of those monsters. So yeah, it's an idea for down the road for me, but just not yet. So like I said, if you're a fan of Puzzles and Dragons and you love Street Fighter V, the collaboration event starts Monday. So if you have a smart device or a tablet, download the game now. Check it out. It actually is fun. I do like playing it a lot. It's actually a good time killer, and it's a good way of just having something easy to play. It's taking the place in my heart that was filled with Digimon Heroes, because I missed that game so much. And it's basically like Digimon Heroes, but I get different monsters, different creatures. I can like add up my team, and now that I even have I found the perfect complement for my team. It gives me a 7x6 board. So yes, it does make the board bigger, but I can use the Darkness Orb as part of that one's combo, and the Light Orb as part of my main monster leader's combo. So it works out really well to have those two together on the same team, really go into town. But there's like some others that I could probably get a really good combination, really up the scale. There is one, but I didn't get that one, which kind of bummed me the hell out. It's some light monster. I didn't get it. It kind of bummed me out because it was really, really powerful, and I just did not get it. So there is that. But anyway, like I said, if you're a huge fan of Puzzles and Dragons, the mobile app and you like Street Fighter V or you love Street Fighter V, check this out. It's worth your time. They do some really cool collaboration events. They did a Full Metal Alchemist, Persona 5, Magic the Gathering, Yu Yu Hakusho. There was a few others. King of Fighters. So there's like a whole bunch of them that they do. So check it out. It's really worth the time. Honestly, I mean, I'd like a Marvel one. That'd be really cool because you guys did DC. Do Marvel because I would love to get my hands on an Iron Man. Not even joking. I would like to have an Iron Man, please. That would be so cool. Have Iron Man on my team in Puzzles and Dragons. That would kick ass. Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, so back in 2009, when a whole bunch of anime started coming out of the woodworks in Japan, a lot of it not getting an English dub, and a majority of them just staying subbed, that fell under my radar because so many of them came out. It was like a gushing water just pouring out new anime series every month. Not even that, like every couple weeks. So it's no surprise that I did not hear about this Kampfer anime when it came out. However, I'm hearing about it now because it's getting an English dub for the first time. So, Sentai Filmworks has announced that the dub was a simple one-sentence tweet, so they're getting the dub for this. Kampfer is apparently a series about gender-swapping fighters, and it's turning 10 years old, and it's finally getting an English language dub. So, first off, the premise sounds strange. It's a 12-episode series with a 2-episode sequel. It aired in 2009. It was based on a light novel series. Not a weird thing here. Here's the entire premise now, okay? So, I'm just going to, I'm literally quoting this. You can read it for yourself in the description, too. Waking up transformed into a beautiful girl might be the stuff of some guy's fantasies, but when the suddenly effeminized Natsuru is informed by a stuffed tiger that he is now a Kampfer, a mystical fighter who has to fight other Kampfers in female form, his life becomes a living nightmare. Putting aside the obvious plumbing issues, Natsuru's best childhood friend turns out to swing the other way, and she has a crush on his new female body. Not complex enough, Natsuru's school has separate sections for boys and girls, so he and she are now double enrolled. The rumor mill has it that he's dating herself, and there are other Kampfers attending the school who want to take her out, and he's not sure which ones mean on a date and which ones mean permanently. Oh, and did we mention that some of the Kampfers use swords and guns? Yeah. Hormones, fists, and other body parts will fly as the daring new gender blender defender must become a contender or die. I swear, if that's synopsis for the back of the DVD, that is really screwed up of a synopsis. And some of those puns were really bad. Like I said, I knew nothing about this. But what is interesting about this is the fact that this shows that with enough time and enough of a fans wanting this done, that you could get dubs of anime series that have been subbed for the longest time. Ones that are X amount of years old that never got further than just having the sub done. If enough fan attention is drawn to it that a production company goes, look, we could make some money off of this, let's dub this bitch, they'll dub it. And this proves it. So this gives hope to a lot of anime series that people didn't have beforehand. They didn't know that, oh, this one can be subbed. This one can be dubbed now. It gives hope for that. Albeit this one seems a little creepy and weird, but it gives hope to the fact that down the road you could have an anime series that was only subbed years ago is now dubbed. Where, hey, I can watch this series dubbed now instead of subbed because I'm not a big fan of the sub. Or, oh wow, it's getting an English dub, which means that there's a lot of, critical response for this, that people are really taking an interest in this. It's understandable, and honestly, it's good. I'm not going to lie. Yes, I do see some massive issues, especially nowadays, bombarding this thing completely and relentlessly. But, in all honesty, it's an anime series. It's basically fictional. So, yes, there is the possibility that this could turn out badly, but you run that dice and you roll that dice with every single anime adaptation that's out there. This was based on a light novel, which basically, think of it this way, think Sword Art Online. That was based on a light novel. It got a chance, and yes, it has mixed fan base throughout. I was on board with the whole, I love the series. Then I saw episode 9 of season 3. That dropped me like a sack of hammers. As I was not expecting that, and that's bad. But then you have this type of a series that it's like, okay, you know what it's about. You know the plot of it. It's getting an English dub after 10 years. It gives hope, basically, to other anime series that you're not forgotten. You know, there is a cry for you. We're working on it. And that's honestly what I'm gathering from this. That's why I'm kind of excited. Would I watch it? Maybe. I'm into fighting stuff. I kind of like the fighting adventure style, comedy aspect of things. So, yeah, if it sounds entertaining, I'll check out a trailer for it. If it sounds entertaining, maybe I'll watch it online or something. Who knows? But as far as it getting an English dub, it's exciting because that opens up the door for so many more things that could happen. So that's honestly, it's a good thing. It's a good and bad thing, but it's more of a good thing if you think about it. So, yeah, I'm actually quite surprised about this, especially for a series that I never heard of before. Ever. That's sad and says something. Either I have no life or I just let way too much stuff slide. Alrighty, folks, and that's going to pretty much do it this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I have had a blast hanging out with everybody for this, about an hour, give or take. It's been a lot of fun. Check out my review for Battle Angel Alita. It's worth the time. It's like I said, about 9.5 minutes. It's a good review. I thought it was pretty good, but then again, I'm kind of biased. I recorded it. And like always, if you have any topics you'd like me to discuss here on the podcast, feel free to drop them off in one of the many places that I'll see them. Either the podcast email, acrpodcast@gmail.com, on my Twitter page, @OtakuRoads, on my Web Designer 18 Facebook page, which is Web Designer 18's Facebook page, or here in the discussion section on my YouTube channel. Drop them off at one of those places if you want to see me talk about it here on the podcast. All topics must be in by no later than Thursdays. Just in case I end up having to work on a Saturday morning, or if I have to go in on a Sunday morning, then I can record the podcast in time. So if anybody wants me to talk about a topic that you might find during the week that you think I might enjoy, send it to one of those places. Have it all in by Thursday at the latest. And don't forget, the Q&A video is coming up. Yes, that's right. Try to have your questions in by next Saturday. If nobody has any more questions, or I don't really get any more by Thursday, I'll probably just record it Thursday. Because like I said, I got a decent amount of them now. Not a crap ton of them, but one of them I can scratch off because I did a rant video on it. So there is that. But, yeah, one I can scratch off. So I still have about 7 or 8 questions. So if there's any more questions, like I said, make sure you have them in by next Saturday at the latest. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. Bye, everybody, and I'll catch you all next time.